Hello, this is Sharing Sharon with Sharing Sharon Creates, and I've had a busy week. I was kind of just working through a bag of kind of scrap yarn, a little of this, a little of that, stuff that was donated to me. Some of it had labels, some of it didn't, so some I don't know what it is. But let me show you what I've been doing this week. This is obviously wool for the feel of it. It's kind of a lot more brown looking than the camera's showing, but I just did a simple little beanie hat with that. Then I worked on a baby blanket. This was Crystal at Bag O' Day's new pattern, new kid on the block. I really like the pattern because it kind of alternates between like an open stitch and a closed stitch. It was very soft yarn. I think it's some kind of alpaca because there were like little hairs in it, but it's super, super soft. And then the outside, I don't know, it was some scrap stuff that I had gotten from Fiber Floozy. So I'm not sure what kind of yarn it was, but it's still really soft. It's a nice small receiving size blanket. Then I did a little doll blanket with the same pattern, the new kid on the block, and used up the rest of the red and a little bit of blue that I had. Ha. This, I used up the rest of the Tencel yarn that I had from Ice, from Mama G Gear's mystery bags, and I decided to just make a little bird. They didn't have very much left, so I threw on a little bit on the belly, put on the beak and the eyes, and cute little long legs. Doop doop. I got really creative with the fun fur. Didn't quite know what to do with it, so I paired it up with some regular yarn and made a monster. It's got little curly arms, a furry body, and a face, and a little nose, and a mouth, and eyebrows. But it's really soft, even though it's like a metallic-y fur. It's interesting. It's kind of pear-shaped. And I also did one in brown. This stuff is really, really soft. Put little eyes on top and little spring arms and legs. And this one has a little tail on it. But I paired up the some regular off-white yarn with the fun fur and stuffed it. And somebody will have fun with a cute little stuffed animal. They'll be going into shoe boxes, and somebody can have fun somewhere. This, I had 2 hanks of what they said was Greek cotton. It's a really nice thick cotton, so I made a market bag with it. It's like a double crochet for the bottom in the round, and then the net-like for the bottom, and then some nice single crochets for the top, and then a nice long handle. And I had some other cotton that was kind of terry cloth like, and I made little soap sacks out of them. I made about 7 or 8 of them, and you put the bar of soap inside. It's got the drawstring. You can use it as a washcloth to wash and then hang it up to dry, and all the soap soaks into the bag, so you use every bit of it. And then if you're done with the soap and you don't want to use it again for soap, you can store stuff in it. Works however you want it. This is some sort of a wool blend, so I did a ski hat with some texture in it and a little floppies on top. This was a super bulky yarn, very thick, mustardy color, so I did a hat with that and did quite the little jiggles on top, but it's really soft. I have no idea what kind of yarn it is. It feels like acrylic because it's really soft. Does not feel like wool, but it's very thick. This I did, yeah, you can't see it at all. I did a scarf, a nice open, I forgot the name of it, but it's like a fan type stitch. Oh, this was the dragon scale stitch. That's what it was. And then I did a ear warmer that looks kind of like a little crown to go with it. I don't know about white, but it's what I had, and I didn't want to do a huge project with it, but I did want to use it up for something decent, and I wanted to try that new pattern. And there's a nice open work net-like infinity scarf in good green. It's a really dark green, but it's just a little scarf that can wear it. That was an acrylic cotton blend, as is this one that I'm this one. I did very similar on this one, but at the bottom I did a butterfly, and then it just goes all the way across, and then at the other bottom I did another butterfly. That is in a navy blue. It was 75 Pima cotton and 25 acrylic, and I just did a little doll blanket with some scrap. And oh, this was soft yarn. I really like that with all the little fuzzy things in it. And I did little butterflies. It's just a little doll blanket. And one in peach and blue. Nice contrasting colors so that you can tell the difference. Another doll blanket. Oh, this one's a little doll wrap. I didn't have very much of this fabric, but it was too nice. Oh, I know what it was. It was the last of the cotton from Hobby, from a roll, and I didn't want to waste it. So I made a kind of a rectangular wrap that'll fit a doll, but it'll look really nice, and I put some little fringe on the end to make it fancy. And another doll blanket. And another one with the butterflies in it. I like doing the ones with the butterflies. It makes it look pretty and special. But that's kind of what I've been doing this week, is working on going through some scraps. and keeping busy. And the next bit I'm working on is going to be using this. It's the Caron Crystal Cakes. I'm going to be doing a wrap, the Pastel Paradise wrap by Coco. And she made up the pattern, and I get to try it. And it's hopefully going to be very pretty. I really, really like the yarn. It's nice and sparkly. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. Keep smiling and send your light out and do things for good. Thank you. Bye.